A very warm good morning to one and all present here. I am Sachin Kumar from Mechatronics second year, and I am here to deliver my shop talk on the topic of F.P.V drones. So here are the basic content, which contains history of F.P.V drones, introduction, modes of F.P.V drones, main parts of F.P.V drones, flight modes, drone safety, advantages and disadvantages. So FPV drones has introduced over a decades with the earlier panel experimenting with cameras and video transmission system to create the first FPV drones. Over time, technology has evolved and today FPV drones are more faster, more eligible and more durable than even before. FPV drone became incredible common throughout the last late 2000 and early 2010s, and it is currently one of the fastest activities involving RC aircraft. And before starting, I also want to add on that the FPV drone was first made by uh, com- by the collaboration of the US Army and the Beijing Army because of the wars. So here are the modes of the FPV drones. The FPV drone have various flight modes that adjust the behavior and response to the pilot input. There are mainly three types of mode in FPV drones: acro mode, angle mode, and horizontal mode. Basically, the acro mode is used by the professional pilots, which means that the acro mode is used in the places while taking part in any kind of competitions. Because at there we don't need any kind of sensor that is attached to drone. Because in the acro mode, the professional pilots can move their drones and can operate their drone as they want. But in angle mode and horizontal mode, it is a kind of different with agro mode, because in angle drone, it is a collaboration of horizontal mode and a rulers. So the sensor which is deployed in the drones are attached with the drones, and if any kind of obstacles come in the path of the drone, then it automatically sends that obstacles and stop at that particular moment only. But this facility we does not get in acro mode, because acro mode is mainly used in the championship and the competition of drone flights. So if any kind of obstacles come in between the path of the drone while we are operating in acro mode, then the drone will not stop, but it will follow your instructions. But in angle mode, it will not follow your instruction and it will automatically get stopped. And the third one is horizontal mode. The horizontal mode is basically same as generally same as angle mode, in which it will also stop if any kind of obstacles is coming between the path of the drone. Also, basically, the FPV drone is FPV in FPV drone. We wear a kind of headset which is known as VR headset, which means that virtual reality. So, by the controller, the camera and the gimbal of the FPV drone, it is connected to the VR, and through a technology of AI, the VR is connected to the drone camera. So, the pilot gets real time experience of operating the drone. And in a basic drone we can see the whole drone and it where it is flying, but in FPV drone we can only just we can follow the vision of the drone, which means that the what the camera is seeing, we will also see the same thing only. So FPV drone is a rapid growing sport that combines skill, strategy and adrenaline. Races are held at custom built tracks with obstacles and gates that pilots must navigate. So the three basic things which is been important in FPV drone racing is speed, skill, and strategy. First, we are coming to speed. So if we want to win the races of the FPV drone, we require speed of the drone, which means the propeller should rotate as fast as we want, and we have to control our that drone at particular amount of same time only. The second one is skill. Skills mean we have to require first educate training, and we have to learn everything to develop the skill of flying FPV drone. Then only we can take part in this kind of competition. And the third one is strategy. Before starting any kind of competition, we have to follow the loop. We have to see the obstacles, and we have to clearly see the path of that track, so that then only we can win that championship. Now the drone safety. So here are the four key points of the drone safety. The first one is no flight above 400 feet, which means that as we know that the drones take off horizontally, so there are particular and height, and there are particular things which should be followed in drone safety, which means that no flight above 400 feet. Which, for example, as you all know, that if we have to fly our drone above 100 feet, then we have to take the permission from our local authorities. But if we have to fly our drone over 400 feet, then we have to take permission from the special authorities. And these kind of things is also not allowed at some of the places. So we have to take special permission for this. And this kind of permission is only assessed by the army person or in the field of wars. The second one is no flight within 50 meters of people, property, vehicle, or vessels not under control, which means that while flying a drone within the area of 50 meter, people, any kind of people, vehicles, and any kind of obstacles should not be present, because at that particular amount of time, may the sensor of drone cannot work, because it is the initial stage of flying. Also, at that particular area, if the drone will find any kind of obstacle, then it will not detect it, and it may get crash to that obstacle. The third one is no flight inside 1 kilometer of the boundary of aero drone without permission, which means that at the places like airports, at that particular area, within the boundary of 1 kilometer, the drone cannot fly by itself. And these kind of features are also assessed in the drones like DJI FPV drones, in which if we are standing at near the 1 kilometer boundary of the airport, then the drone will itself detect that area and it will not fly. If we want to fly also, then it will detect that area and it will not fly. So it is one of the safety reasons, because at a particular amount of time only, the aeroplanes also get take off from that runway. And if we fly our drone also, then the both can collapse to each other. The last one is no drone weight more than 7 kg can be operated without permission. As we all know that the drones are weight specific categories and are categorized according to their weights. Such as the nano drone is weighted the nano drone weighs around 249 grams. It means that we can fly anywhere we want. Also, then the stages of the category, then like micro drone, large drone. So no drone weight more than 7 kg can be operated without permission, which means that this kind of drone is used in the field of special authorities and in the field of wars and army person. Yes, an army person can use these kind of things. So if we are taking that drone more than that weights more than 7 kgs, then we have to get special permission. Then only we can fly it. So here are the advantages and disadvantages of FPV drone. First advantage, VTOL. The VTOL means the vertical takeoff and landing, which means that while flying a drone, we did not need any kind of specific region or any kind of specific runway to fly the drone. From anywhere we can, from inside our home also, we can take off our drone if you are skilled about that operation of the drone. The second one is hovering capability. The hovering capability means that nowadays the drones are being very stable, because the sensor which is plotted on the drone, so it's by itself only it can be stable. The third one is it can carry heavier payloads. It means that nowadays you can see the countries like USA and China are allowing the drone courier service, in which that it can carry any kind of load, and the we can drop any kind of things. And in the field of wars also, where we cannot send our vehicles for the food package or for any kind of weapons, so it can also carry that kind of weapons or food packets, and it can supply to that particular area. So it can also carry a heavier payload, which becomes a very good advantage for it. The last one is improved stability in strong winds. It means that if a strong wind is also blowing, then the drone can itself only improve its stability, and we do not get any kind of difficulty in flying in speed winds. Not the disadvantages: mechanical and electrical complexity, which means that in the in mecha- when the drones are made up of many kind of components, in which there are drones, propellers, motors, gimbal, camera, and many kind of microcontrollers also. So it becomes a complex task to manage this kind of electrical complexity. And the drone weight should be also distributed in each and every region equally, so that it also becomes mechanical complexity, because we cannot take any kind of material for making these kind of drones. Lower speeds on more power, which means that if we want to operate our drone in different mode, for example, acro mode, it consumes more power, so it also lowers the speed also. Short flight times constructed by batteries. So short flight times constrained by battery means that if our battery is the battery comes with specific battery capacity, it means specific mAh. So the battery also get so if the battery is low, or the drone does not provide any kind of battery, so it can fly over a long period of time. The last one is specialized training required at low area coverage, which means that the drone required a very low, the drone required a very specialized training to fly in low area coverage, which means that the drone can be operated by beginners also, but only professional pilot can operate these kind of drones in a low area coverage, so that it will be comfortable for it will be only comfortable for specialized training persons only, because to fly in a low coverage area we need special kind of skills and strategy. So thank you.